I have always known that Robbie was strong. He has always been my superhero.
My name is Robbie Bryant. I am married to Julie Bryant, and we live in Bolivar. I have 2 kids, Jaren and Jaylee. They are 12 and 9. I've worked for SBU for almost 15 years and am now the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing maintenance supervisor.
I met Robbie in the year 2000. We were put together by some of the sweet little people in the church. They wanted to set us up, and I was treated like a princess that night. And I called my mom and said, I truly met the man I'm going to marry.
My hobby, I have a hobby, and it's bluegrass music. And I share that with my son, who plays the fiddle in our band. And it's just really neat to be able to do that with him. Not a lot of parents can say that, so I'm blessed. My cancer journey started out actually with back pain.
Robbie is a very strong and healthy man, and he's never sick.
In my line of work, I lift a lot of heavy things, so back pain is not a new thing to me. I went to the chiropractor for 3 months with no relief at all. The pain just kept getting worse.
And so I pushed him to go and see Dr. Harris. He has such a good relationship with Dr. Harris.
And he ordered an x-ray and saw something irregular, possibly even a fracture in my spine.
They ordered a CT scan, and that led us on a journey of having Robbie go to KU, where there was a specialist that could take a biopsy.
You know, given my age at that time, which still 38, they thought it was like a sclerotic cyst or something like that. You know, cancer was not on anybody's radar at all. They sent me to KU and had a biopsy of the bone in my pelvis. And when I got the results back from that, that's when I found out I had stage 4 prostate cancer.
I just thought, stage 4? That's like a death sentence.
My wife and I, and kids even, we just cried and cried and cried. It was very, very tough news. But then I told my wife, I said, after this day, we will try not to do that. We'll put both feet on the ground, and we will continue forward, and I will still be Robbie Bryant, and we will still go forward. After my diagnosis, KU wanted to make an appointment at KU with an oncologist there, and it was going to take 2 or 3 weeks for me to see somebody. I actually called Dr. Harris and asked what he would recommend, because I'm not one to wait around. If we know what's wrong, let's go ahead and try to start treating it. And he told me about Dr. Leo. It was probably the next day I got a call from Dr. Harris saying, Dr. Leo will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.
And things shifted to have us go to the Carrie J. Babb Cancer Center in Bolivar instead. And to have that cancer center in our backyard, where I could teach in the morning and run over and be with Robbie, where I could drop my kids off and run over and be with him. It was just truly amazing.
And so the next day I saw Dr. Leo. He was pretty straightforward with me about what I was dealing with.
He was extremely professional, and I knew in about 2 seconds that he was worthy of the reputation that we had heard about him.
He educated me on what we were dealing with, and I had my first chemo treatment that same day. He's just that on top of it, and I appreciate that. I went through 6 rounds of chemo, and I went through also 15 rounds of radiation. My PSA when I started this was 506, which is very, very high. Today and for the last 4 months, my PSA has been less than 0.1. And the way I feel today compared to when I first started this journey, I feel amazing. It doesn't pain me to take a step or to lay on my back in bed or anything. I'm virtually pain-free. And it's been amazing through Dr. Leo and his staff, Dr. Brown and his staff with the radiation. I think attributed to a lot of the way that I feel today, and for that I'm truly thankful. I think the Burgundy Ball is important in raising the money that it raises for the cancer patients for services that they may not be able to afford, if you will. It's very important.
The money that comes in from the tickets, from the donations, and from the love and support of the community members that attend it are going directly to those patients who can't afford perhaps to receive all of the treatment that they need.
The people going through treatment, it's a burden lifted off of their shoulders, and they can concentrate on getting better and not the financial aspect of it. And it's truly appreciated.